Hi Kartik, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Weather's pretty hot, but we got to manage, right?
Yes, definitely. All right. So, thank you first of all for taking out time and having this conversation with me. I'm going to, quickly ask you a few questions. All right. Very firstly, I would like you to introduce yourself to everyone out there who's watching this video.
Yeah, so I'm Kartik Pillai. As of now, I am working as a senior credit risk analyst at HSBC. I have around 4 years of experience, and I am a pre-MBA student for ESADE, Spain, Barcelona campus. Yeah, that's about it, I guess.
And very basic question I have is, how did you land up at MIM? Kaise pata
Uh,
chala and all of these things.
yeah, so I came across MIM through your social media ads. I was looking for I was in the market for some consultants for the whole MBA process, but I think you all caught my eye through your good marketing maybe on Instagram ads, and I think I just took up a call with you all, and yeah, I'll be here. Yeah.
That's great. All right. So it's been, like a long journey. So from the day you were onboarded, right, and you came to us till now, how was your overall experience?
Yeah, so for me, I think it was a 2 year process because there was a point during the whole application process where I had to take a pause, and I felt that was something that was very well taken care by y'all. But I would start from the beginning. We had some sort of a brainstorming call. I think initially before I was assigned my personalized consultant, and they gave me a brief about what all colleges would be there, what all maybe areas I would have to improve, just like a basic background check. And then like, I got assigned to Rohan. He did an amazing job, and we had a brainstorming call, gave me a lot of tips and tricks, and like, okay, these are some things that you would have to improve on your profile, and this is basically how much of a score you need to get on GMAT. These are the specific things that we will be taking care in the future. But yeah, I think the brainstorming call gave me a lot of perspective because I was on the line for either an MIM or an MBA, and because of that call with Rohan, he gave me a lot of insights where I took a decision that saying that okay, I will take a gap of 1 year and maybe start off for a proper MBA application.
All right. Okay. 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 Now, apart from this, right? Of course, your consultant was there, at all points of time, helping you out with actually intricate decisions. I would say, right? You
Yep.
also had your content team who worked on your documents,
Mhm.
right? You had your
Yes.
POC who was, available to
Mhm.
you at all points of time just to manage the
Yes.
process, right? According to you, what is the one thing that you think was the best, right? One feature that you love the best.
Yeah, so I still am, but I was a working professional where I had to manage both the application process as well as my work hours. My work hours was pretty hectic, I would say. So there was a constant push. I think that is one of the main points that I loved about MIM-Essay, where my POC always gave that push saying that, okay, these are the things that you have to do. And like, they always checked in with us saying that, okay, this is basically what you have to get done by this week. Try getting it done now. So that constant push obviously helped out a lot. And also the content team was, I would say, amazing because I had a lot of last minute requests. So I gave in my application maybe on the deadline day, and I had a lot of last minute requests which was dealt with very quickly. So the turnaround time for those were super quick. Maybe it took around an hour or two for them to come back to me with like a new set of essay answers and all that stuff. And obviously the way that the essays were written and how refined it was obviously helped out throughout the whole application process.
All right.
Not only for the SOPs, but I think I would even say for the LORs. But like even though I hadn't, like, my referees didn't use the LORs, but I would still say that gave them some sort of a base for them to like work upon.
Got it. Got it. All right. Okay. Apart from this, Kartik, I honestly want to ask you one question, right? Now, because you're a working professional, right? You have quite a good amount of experience. So you must have been, out of touch since, from the studies, from the whole application process, right? The students
Mhm.
that go through. So how was this experience, right? Getting in touch with the applications again. How was mentally and how was this?
Yeah, so I would say the whole application process was not that grueling. Rather, it was me starting to study again for GMATs for the IELTS. That I think that took some sort of I would say cultural shock of some sort, because I was not used to that. I've been working for the past 3 years before that, so I had to write the exams, study for them, put in those hours. So yeah, like that I think would have been I think for me it was the grueling part, because the application process, obviously you all helped out a lot, and I was more relaxed in that sense, because that was something was not completely my I would say not completely my responsibility, because we shared the plate on that. But the GMATs and that I would say was something that I had to. So I wrote it a couple of times. I had to improve my score, which gave me that boost. So yeah, and the GMAT was more of a grueling.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Okay. I just have one last question for you. Now, there are a lot of students out there probably who will take a gap year, or who might, just after their graduation, they'll apply for their masters abroad, or who have taken the gap years, or even working professionals. So all of them want to apply for masters. Now, what is the one piece of advice that you, according to you, you think that they should keep in mind, either before starting their application process or even while, during the application process?
Yes,
What is that one piece?
I would genuinely say that find out what you would want to do finally, like what is the role that interests you the most. So that is something either the consultants would help out, or your personal mentors, or anyone of that sort would help out, because finally finding out what you exactly want to do, and then you can backtrack from that, what course you want to do, what colleges you want to select, and all that. That depends upon finally what you would like. Obviously, you won't get 100% clarity on, okay, this is the specific role that I want to get into, but you will have like a domain, some sort of a domain where you'll be like, okay, fine, this is something that I am interested in. So just do that research before applying, because obviously doing a master's abroad is not a very, very cheap thing to do. It costs quite a bit. So finally, there should not be any sort of regret after you do it and you get the job, and you might not be enjoying the job. So like just do that sort of a research on what you exactly want to do, and also do research on the colleges. So once you're done with that, I think you should also research what are the placement percentages and how the market is in that specific country. So I chose Spain, which people wouldn't have chosen, but I did my fair share of research, where the college that I applied to, that I got into, has quite a lot of consulting leads graduating from that college. So the alums are in quite some good positions over there for hiring. So just do that sort of research before starting your process. Maybe during your process as well you can do it, but yeah, just have that sort of clarity.
Got it. All right. Okay. And thank you so much for having this conversation with me. I'm sure your advice would definitely help out a lot of people out there, especially working professionals, because I completely understand it is very hard to manage studies, manage the application process, and the work life also.
Yep.
So thank you so much, and all the very best for your completely new experience.
Thank you.
Thank you.